There's nothing like a big fight night in Las Vegas, and the CaneLog fight is arguably the biggest that could be made in boxing in any weight class. The atmosphere at the T-Mobile Arena should be electric, but as is always the case with a big boxing pay-per-view, there are undercard fights to take care of first. The CaneLog broadcast features 3 fights before the main event, including top prospects and rising stars from several divisions. The first televised PPV bout features undefeated American lightweight prospect Ryan Martin. Hailing from Akron, Ohio, Martin has a 190 professional record with 11 KOs. The co-main event has another undefeated American, featherweight Joseph Diaz, who has been perfect so far in his 24 pro fights. Please bookmark this page and refresh often throughout the night as we will update each fight live with all the latest. Ryan Martin vs. Francisco Rojo, lightweights, 10 rounds. HBO crew points out that Martin is unusually tall for a lightweight at 5'11". He'll have a 4-inch height advantage over Rojo. The Mexican's best weapon is his counter right, which he used to win both of his last 2 bouts by knockout. He's 200 with 13 KOs entering this fight. Rojo is more solidly built and seems to want to do some body work. Martin pumps a steady flow of jabs, and that's about all he has going in round 1 until a counter from his opponent wakes him up. Toward the end of the round, Martin opens up a bit more with both hands. Harold Lederman gives round 1 to Rojo for his persistent aggression, but round 2 to Martin. Roy Jones wants to see Martin fight using his height and reach a bit more, and HES avoiding headshots but eating some leather to the body. About halfway through round 4, Rojo backs Martin into a corner for the first time, and even though the barrage that follows is mostly blocked, it's a bad look for the American. Max Kellerman notes that he looks flat-footed at many times. Round 5 features perhaps the cleanest landed shots for both men, with Rojo continuing his steady bodywork and Martin finally landing more counters and combinations. Martin's corner is giving him good advice, imploring him to work harder because the rounds are too close. His left hook is becoming more of a weapon in rounds 6 and 7, as he is able to sometimes land it in succession to the head and body. In round 8, Martin lands 2 pretty obvious low blows, receiving warnings for both. However, he does not get a point taken away, and his trainer tells him to forget the body so that doesn't happen. Alas, he doesn't fully heed the advice and has a point deducted in round 9. Rojo is still trying to come forward, throwing body shots with both hands. It looks like this is going the distance, so Martin better close the show. I hope this fight isn't closer on the official cards than Lederman has it. The 10th round is much of the same for both boxers, so we'll see what the cards say. The judges see it 9,891 Rojo, 9,693 Martin, and 9,594 Martin. Blue Chip wins it, but just barely. Kellerman says he doesn't think Martin did what you would expect to see from him at this point in his career. Diego de la Hoya vs. Randy Caballero, super bantamweights, 10 rounds. This matchup of 2 undefeated fighters features the cousin of Oscar de la Hoya, and while Diego weighed in right on the 122-pound limit, he rehydrated to be 10 pounds heavier than Caballero. We'll see if that makes a difference. Caballero comes to the ring first sporting a 240 record with 14 KOs. De la Hoya is 190 with 9 KOs. There is a minor belt on the line for this one, and Robert Byrd is the referee. You may remember him from Mayweather-McGregor. This one starts out at a much faster pace than the previous fight, and De La Hoya is getting off faster and seemingly landing the harder shots. Caballero is landing a higher quantity of punches, though, so this could be an interesting task for the judges to sort out if it keeps up. A mouse is forming under Caballero's left eye, and it's hard not to agree with Kellerman stating that he is doing well offensively but is shockingly easy to hit in return. Lederman has every round for De La Hoya through 3. With about a minute left in round 5, Caballero appears to be in trouble during a flurry along the ropes, but it's possible it's a thumb in the eye or headbutt that slowed him. He's going to need to do something dramatic to turn this one around. Lederman still has it a shutout for De La Hoya after round 6, and almost every round is turning into a carbon copy of the one before. Toward the end of round 8, a body shot appears to wobble Caballero just a bit.